Hello guys, very good morning to everybody. How are you all doing so far? How's life? Shift this here. Cher got eat already, no? NJ, wow, NJ. I'm so touched. You all are asking me finally. Finally, you all are asking. How are you all feeling? Excited for paper 2 today? Guys, if you're excited about paper 2, excited to get it done and over with well enough, okay, do well and get it done and over with, please double tap. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, fantastic. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Go through slightly faster. Yeah, we'll do it fast, okay? Alicia, yes, I had ready. Thank you. How about the rest of you guys? Had your breakfast ready or not? My friends, good day. Eating. Okay, good. On the way to tuition, huh? Today also got tuition. Interesting. Shena, I haven't eaten. What happened? Diet again. Okay guys, come. Let's begin the live class today. Okay, now yesterday we did... Oops, daisy. Guys, yesterday we did some practices on paper 2. Okay. So today we're going to continue on that. Okay, now I'm going to address some comments here first before we go through the last... Actually, there's one more question only on quadratic word problems, okay? And then I'm going to give you all like a very broad overview, a broad summary of all these topics that may come out in paper 2. Okay, today's session is very short. It's not like yesterday. Yesterday, almost 3 hours we had the class. Today will just be like maybe maximum 1 hour max. Okay, so give me some time and let me just go through these concepts with you guys. Now there is a question: will vectors come out again? I believe there is a chance that the vectors with coordinates may come out. Okay guys, vectors with coordinates may come out, meaning they may ask you about position vectors. Okay, position vectors and how it relates to coordinates. That may come out. Just like yesterday when we discussed, guys, the parallelogram question, remember? Okay, there was this one question on parallelogram. I hope you all remember this. Okay, have a look at this. Come on, the webcam not on. Okay, so have a look at this. So yesterday there was this parallelogram question whereby we were given parallelogram PQRS. And remember, whenever there is a parallelogram or any shapes given to you and you want to sketch, right? So whenever you want to sketch, make sure you are sketching in a clockwise direction. Okay? That is by default the case for any kind of shapes that you draw with letters given to you. Okay? So you don't go and hantam, go and put PRQS like that. Oh, no. Okay? Go by the naming nomenclature and then go P to Q to R to S. Can you see I'm going exactly in a clockwise manner? P, Q, R, and then S. Alright? Now, and then from there, right? Okay, anti-clockwise is fine as well. That's fine. Okay, as long as you are going in a certain direction. Okay, you cannot jumble things up. You cannot... What I'm saying is you cannot do this. P, R, Q, S. Cannot. Okay, you must follow the naming here. Okay, naming is very important, guys. Okay? So P, of course, can be on top. Guys, it's no problem. You can put P here, Q here, R here, S here. As long as you are going in a direction like this, clockwise or anti-clockwise is fine. Okay? So friends, didn't miss much, don't worry. Okay, so like example, this type of question didn't come out, right? Because in paper 1, what I saw was the geometrical vectors. That came out in the last question. Okay, I tired. Okay, relax, come on. Okay, you're gonna finish soon. Okay, O-levels is gonna be done and dusted very, very soon, okay? Now, again, when you draw a parallelogram, right, then you can include S. Okay, because question wants you to find the position vector of S. Okay, meaning you got to choose your vectors properly. So yesterday, what we did was, we chose PS. Guys, we chose PS is gonna be exactly equals to QR. That's what we chose. Okay, or some of you were saying to me yesterday, Coach, can I do QP is equals to RS? Can also, as long as the direction is the same, both going downwards is fine. Okay, now the next thing is, since we started with PS equals to QR, we can now break up the PS, guys. That's what we're gonna do, okay? We break up the PS into PO and OS. We split it. And how to split vectors, as long as your first letter and last letter is the same. First letter, last letter is the same. Can you see first letter is P, first letter is P. Last letter is S, last letter is S. And in between, you have a common point. Whenever position vectors is there, coordinates is there, the common point is always that origin O. Okay, so when you split the PS, it becomes PO plus OS. When you split the QR, it becomes QO and OR. Understand, guys, if you understand how to split your vectors, please give me double tap later in the exams. Use this method, use your teacher's method. Okay? Can or not, guys? Okay, fantastic. Now, so again, this question wants you to find position vector of S. Okay, no problem. I understand now. Later, exam forget. Oh my god, exam is just a few hours time. How come we forgot? How come we can forget, man? Come on, guys. Okay, write this down. Okay, the best way to learn is to write. Okay, write, and then if you have a friend beside you, you can teach. You can teach your friend and all. Will the lesson be uploaded? Yes. Okay, short-term memory. Okay, wait. Okay, let me just finish this off, okay? So again, OS, you need to find. So I split the PS first into PO and OS. PO, change it to negative OP, because you don't exactly have PO. Okay, so PO change to negative OP, and then you can find the OS there. Now, how to find this OS here? How to find? Negative OP, we kick it away to the right side. Okay, guys? So OS is just equals to the QO, I change to negative OQ. So again, in vectors, right, guys, whenever you switch the letters, you can just change the sign. So this is positive, change it to negative. Okay, again, positive, change to negative. What's the diff? Okay, don't worry about that, Alicia. And old syllabus, just focus. Okay, it's going to be very, very similar. Okay, don't worry so much. Try your best, do your questions fast. Again, when you swap the letters, just change the sign. Positive become negative. Okay, so QO becomes negative OQ. OR is still there. Okay, so I want to find OS. How to find OS, guys? OS, negative OP, just kick it away. It becomes positive OP. Okay, so OS is just negative OQ, positive OR, and plus OP as well. From here, you just pump in all your coordinates. Again, coordinates is just position vector. So negative OQ is 6 and negative 2 there. OR is negative 2 and negative 4, pump. OP is 4 and 3, pump. Okay, put a negative inside. Negative 6 and positive 2. Negative 6 plus negative 2 plus 4. Okay, you plus all the tops. Negative 6 plus negative 2 plus 4. Okay, so that will give you negative 4. 2 plus negative 4 plus 3, that will give you positive 1. This is literally your OS. Guys, let me know in the chat box. If I ask you, what is the coordinates of S? What will your answer be quickly? O is origin, guys. O is origin. If I ask you another question, what is your coordinates of S? That will be what? You present it in a different form, right? You present it in a coordinates form. Basically, you present it as is equals to negative 4, 1. Understand? Okay? So again, coordinates and position vector, they are basically the same thing, just written in a different form. Okay, I hope you all understand that. Just written in a different form. Okay? So every time you want to find coordinates for vectors, you need the position vector. Okay, please take note of that. Alright, and then in the exams, take a pencil, start sketching these kind of things. Okay, whenever they give you a parallelogram or any kind of shapes, take a pencil, start sketching in a clockwise direction, PQRS. And it will really help you guys a lot if you can do that. Because from this, you will know the exactly equal vectors. Meaning, PS and QR. Please choose the right direction. Don't tell me, oh, PS is equals to RQ. Cannot, this is tombalik, terbalik. RQ is going backwards, PS is going forwards. Okay, this is not true. Not true. If you put a negative sign here, then okay. Then this is okay. Alright, because opposite direction, just put negative signs there. That's all. Okay, now, so this is vectors with coordinates. There is a chance it may come out. So, take note of this. Again, I'm just predicting this. I'm not sure, whether it will come out 100%. Okay, but good chance lah. Okay, good chance it will come out. Okay, coordinates with vectors. Now, and then yesterday we went through a whole bunch of things. We went through solving linear equations. Okay, you can screenshot if you want. We went through solving quadratic. All of these didn't come out in paper 1. So, there's a chance that it come out in paper 2 today. Okay, and then we also did inequalities. Okay, guys, inequalities is there as well. We did this, didn't come out also. This kind of inequality didn't come out. We did this yesterday. Okay, and then we also went through polygons. Guys, polygons, we went through the detailed formulas. Okay, if you need to see the formula list again, let me know. Double tap so that I know I can show you all right now the formula list very quickly. Okay, you all need the formula list or not? Let me know, please. Hello? Okay, there's a lot of that. Double tap there. Okay, so this is the formula list for polygons. Take note of this. My friends, this may also be tested today. Okay, for your O-level E.Maths paper 2. Okay, so polygons is there. We did this last night. So I'm not going to go through again. Circle properties. This is very important. Again, before you start your circle properties, always remember to do these 4 steps first. Mark out your radiuses, mark out your 90 degrees, mark out your cyclic chord, any equal lengths, go and mark it out first. Okay, so that will give you like, equal length will give you like any isosceles triangle, any equilateral triangles. Number 4 is very, very important. Okay, now again, how many of you want to see circle properties? Double tap. CQ is cyclic chord. Guys, CQ is cyclic chord, guys. Okay, this one, for example, look at this. 4-sided figure touching your circumference. This is called a cyclic chord. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys. Now, the name of polygons. I forgot to show you all this earlier. Okay, go in the screenshot. Okay, as O-level students, they may ask you, what is the name of this polygon? Okay, then you need to know the number of sides. If number of sides is 10, okay, then the name is decagon. Okay, number of sides pretty important. Okay, now, this is the circle properties that you guys got to know. Okay, I've listed down for you all the 9 properties. So please take this down somewhere. Okay, now guys. What's the difference between quadrilateral and cyclic chord? Cyclic chord is especially for a circle. A cyclic chord is basically a 4-sided figure that touches the circumference of a circle. Okay? Guys, a quadrilateral is just a 4-sided figure, that's all. Okay, this is just a quadrilateral. Any 4-sided figure. Have you eaten? Yes, thanks for asking, man. Cues. Again, quadrilateral is just a general 4-sided figure. But a cyclic chord is inside a circle and all the 4 points are touching the circle's circumference. Okay, I hope this is clear for you guys. Now, so again, let me just quickly recap. Okay, I need to speed up a little bit because I want to give you all time to do independent practice later, okay? So we went through circle properties. Again, the 4 points very, very important to mark out even before you start. Okay, this is best to do. And then we went through some sectors problem. Many a times for sectors, okay, you may be given some trigonometry inside as well. Okay, and radians and degrees becomes important because you need to know when to use what formula. Okay, these two given in the exam, these two, but these two not given, so take note. Alright, take note of your formulas. Now, next one, we also did DST triangles or DST graphs. Okay, now DST graphs, my friends. Take note, you can also use similar figures when you are able to draw your two triangles as such. One small triangle, one big triangle. Or alternatively, use the gradient concept. Okay, that is fine as well. As long as your point lies on the same line, same slope, you can use the gradient concept. Okay, what is the formula for speed time graph? Don't worry, later I'm going to do a quick recap of everything. Tangent chord theorem cannot. For A-Maths only you can use that. E.Maths don't use that, okay? Now, potential concept number 7, we also went through surface area and volume questions. Okay, this is where, what is that? We went through like how to find the surface area. Just remember, surface area means exposed area. Okay, so for this case, the exposed was the bottom. This is the base. Why? Because it's solid. Okay, and then we also had the curved surface area of the cylinder. And since there was a conical hole, okay, they drill a hole inside, this curved surface area must be considered as well because this is exposed. When you drill a conical hole inside, okay, the conical hole will have a curved surface area, okay, that is also exposed inside. So you need to consider that. Okay, and then we also went through, oh, this is not done yet, so I'm going to go through this today. Okay, so we went through vectors with coordinates and that was about it. Now today, my friends, we are going to go through quadratic word problems. Okay, very quick one. Okay, so that I can do a summary of all the concepts that you got to know. Okay, how many of you would like to have a summary of everything that high chance can be tested later? Give me a double tap, and I'm going to go through with all of you after this question. Okay, so thank you so much. And guys, don't forget, okay, to share this video with your friends so that they can benefit from the teachings, because in a few hours you guys will be doing your O-level E-Math paper. Okay, paper 2. Okay, YC very polite, man. Okay, hi Che, you got eat your breakfast? Yes, I've had my breakfast, thank you very much. Okay, thanks for sharing, guys. Okay, tap, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Okay, you can start sharing this video. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come. Let's go to this question, a quadratic word problem which did not come out in the paper 1. Okay, let me explain to you. I've written for you the answers because this morning we shared the answer key to all of you. Okay, now friends, adapted from school prelims. Let me read the question to all of you. Listen up and understand the concepts here. Okay, a motorboat can sail at a constant speed of x km/h in still water. What does this mean? This means that there's no waves, there's no current, there's no tide. It's basically flat. The water is not, there's no basically waves or anything. Okay, so it's a still water, x km/h. A motorboat can sail in that speed. When it sails with the current in a river. With the current means there is a strong wave pushing it forward. Okay, so if there's a strong wave pushing it forward, obviously the speed will increase, right? Okay, so in this case, it increases by 3. So it will not move at x km/h anymore. It will move at x plus 3 km/h if it moves with the current. Okay, take note of that. Now, when it sails against the current, for example, right? Let's say the wave is going in the opposite direction and I'm trying to go against it. Obviously, it will be slower. Slower by 3. So let me know in the chat, guys. If I'm moving against the current, what will the speed of this motorboat be? Will it be x plus 3 or will it be x minus 3? Which is the best option for you all here? Let me know in the chat quickly, come. And then I'm going to move on to the answers already. X minus 3, X minus 3, X minus 3. Fantastic. So take note, when I'm moving against the current, X minus 3. When I'm moving with the current, I'm being pushed by the current, it is going to be X plus 3. Okay, now this boat sails from village A to B against the current. Oh my. So straight away you know, when I'm going from A to B, Okay, when we move from A to B, the speed is pretty slow. It's just x minus 3. Why? Because against the current. And when I'm going from B to C, it is with the current, meaning I'll be pushed forward faster. It will be x plus 3. The speed will be as such. Okay? Now, the distance between A and B is 40 km. Okay, I understand that now. Distance between B and C is 24. Most likely, they're going to ask for time. Because they give you some speed information, they give you distance information, you can find time. Why? Because of DST. I'm sure all of you have learned this in primary school. Okay, the DST triangle. DST. So again, the first question, right? Write down an expression in terms of x for the time taken in hours for the boat to move from A to B, my friends. So from A to B, what is the time taken to go from A to B? That is just distance divided by speed. Okay, so what is the distance from A to B? It is 40 kilometers. Okay, we will put that in later. Distance with a AB at the bottom. This is called subscript. You can put this in your math. No problem. The teacher will understand. Okay, DAB. Or if you want, write distance bracket A to B. Also can. Alright. So DAB over speed AB. How to go from A to B? The distance will be 40 kilometers. Speed will be x minus 3. Guys, remember, A to B is against the current. So this motorboat is being slowed down by the current that is against it. So the speed is no longer x, is x take away 3. And this will be in hours. So 40 over x minus 3 hours. Okay, now the next one. Find the time from B to C in hours again. Take note of the units here, my friends. Okay, so time from B to C, time is distance over speed. Distance over speed. The distance of B to C is 24 km. Alright, so we take 24 km. We take 24 km and we divide it by the speed of B to C. Guys, B to C, right, is when this boat is moving with the current. With the current, speed increased by 3. So the speed is no longer x, is x plus 3. So 24 over x plus 3, that will be in hours. My friends, give me a double tap if you guys understand this particular problem. Purida, 明白吗? Understand, faham tak? Samjhe hai? All good, ah? Okay, fantastic. Okay, now, this is where it matters a lot, huh? Okay, this is where it matters a lot. Okay, how long are you teaching? Okay, we're gonna wrap up very, very soon. Okay, don't worry. We're gonna wrap up the live soon so that y'all can go and practice on your own. Huh? Now, the journey from village A to B took 12 minutes more than B to C. Form an equation in X and show that it reduces to this. Now, pretty important stuff here happening, okay? Because whenever you come across such questions, always remember, my friends, if you're still confused about this, like sometimes when you take a wrong value minus another wrong value, okay? When you come up with this expression incorrectly, do you realize that at the end you are not able to show? Like sometimes, you know, when you do it opposite, and then at the end you are not able to show. Remember? There will be some challenges there. So how do you tackle such questions? Listen up to this, guys. Listen up, huh? This question is very kind because they told you that A to B is more. Very kind. Okay? So, A to B is more, meaning you must always take the bigger time minus the smaller time. Understand or not, friends? This is a trick here. Always take the bigger time minus the smaller time. And that will be the difference in time, or the difference in items, or the difference in value, or whatever it is. Okay, so take note of this. So I know that A to B is 12 minutes more. So A to B is the bigger one. I will start there. I'll start there. Okay? And the smaller one will obviously be B to C lah, because A to B is 12 minutes more, so A to B is bigger. So we take the bigger minus the smaller. And that will be 12 minutes. Oh my gosh, be careful, they are very sneaky. Very sneaky, because they said 12 minutes. Over here is all hours, suddenly they put minutes. Don't panic. Change that minutes to hours. Okay? Guys, answer key will be made available here. Okay, go and see here. There's answer key there. Okay, now Telegram group. Go and join the group now. If you want to see the answers, you want to see the recordings and all, go there. Okay, so again, 12 minutes, go and change to hours. How to change to hours? Divide by 60. Some students will tell me, Coach, 12 minutes is 12 times 60 hours. 720 hours. Make sense, no? Guys, make sense, no? 12 minutes is 12 times 60. Oh, 720 hours. Oh my gosh, how does that make sense? Please, guys, ask yourself logically when you write your steps later. Does it make sense? Cannot be times now, you gotta divide. Okay, so 12 divided by 60 hours. Okay, nice. Okay, so it's either divide or times, right? Okay, so it should be divide there. Okay, so 12 divided by 60 and then hours. Nice. Some students, they will even make their life more difficult. Instead of changing these minutes to hours, right? You know what they will do? They will change these hours to minutes instead. Oh my gosh, so complicated. Why do you do that to yourself? You know the units must be the same. Just change one of the things enough already. Just change this. Hours, hours, hours. Very nice. Okay, so now we put the time for AB minus the time for BC, and that will be 1/5 hours also, because 12 minutes is 1/5 hours. Now from here, right, how do we show? Very simple. We make this into one nice fraction. And the way to do that, right, is to times the denominators. Okay, denominator is different. X plus 3 goes there. X minus 3 goes here. Okay, so now the denominator is x minus 3, x plus 3. Very nice. Okay, the first fraction, numerator will be 40 times x plus 3. Okay, settle. Second one, 24 times x minus 3. Settle. Make sure you put a bracket because there's a minus. Okay, this 5, next step will be cross multiplied over. X minus 3, x plus 3 cross multiply over as well. And that is how, my friends, I jump to the next step here. Bam. I jump there. Okay, 5 goes over, as you can see here. 5, I transport it over. X minus 3, x plus 3, I transport it to the right side. Pam. Okay, guys. This is where you see x minus 3, x plus 3, right? You can use rainbow method, obviously. You can use rainbow method. Or you can use a minus b, a plus b. What is a minus b, a plus b? A square minus b square. Remember that formula. Okay, let me write down for you guys here. A square minus b square is basically the same as a minus b, a plus b. Okay, this one also may be tested today. Okay, please take note of this. Guys, take note of this. Okay, this one I didn't see it in the paper one. Okay, so take note of this. Okay, guys? So, okay, what do we do next? Okay, once we land to this step, right? Once we land to this step, we can then do a rainbow technique. Okay, 40 times in, negative 24. Be careful when you times to negative 3 because it becomes positive. Okay, be careful about that. Now, and then you simplify. 40x minus 24x, that's 16x. 120 plus 72, that's 192. And then from here, you bring the 5 in. Rainbow again. Rainbow again. And then from there, 80x plus 960 equals to x squared minus 9. Bring everything to the right side. No problem. X squared minus 80x. Okay, minus 80x minus 9 minus 960. Okay, so this becomes x squared minus 80x minus 969. Everything is equals to 0. That's all. Okay, so this is done, my friends. We have shown the equation, and many a times they will ask you to solve this. Okay, once you have shown, right, okay, in such quadratic word problems, once you have shown, the next step they will ask you is to solve. And in order to solve this, you will need to use your quadratic formula in this case, okay, because usually they'll ask you to put in 2dp, blah, blah, okay. So now, let's try and solve this equation. X is equals to negative b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac, everything over 2a. Okay, so you need to show this formula. Alright, so what happens then? Let's put it in right now. Negative b means negative 80 plus minus square root. B square is negative 80 square minus 4ac. Close this, and everything divided by 2a. Okay, so this becomes 80 plus minus. Do it carefully. Of course, you can use calculator to check also. Okay, so 80 times 80 minus 4 times negative 969. That would be 10276. Everything divided by 2. Okay, use calculator, guys, to help you check. Okay, but it's important to show the working, especially if like 3 marks. Usually it's like 3 marks are such questions. Okay, so 80 plus root 10276, everything divided by 2. Or another option is 80 minus root 10276, everything divided by 2. Okay, so do it slowly, carefully. Make sure you deal with inside one first. Again, always use calculator to check your answer in the quadratic formulas. Okay, so 80 plus root 10276 divided by 2. That will be 90.685. And the next one here, 80 minus root 10276 divided by 2. That will be negative 10.685. Obviously, if speed cannot be negative, please evaluate your x and select if you need to. If they ask you to solve only, no need to reject anything. Guys, you all know that, right? You all know that, guys? My friends, are you all aware of this? Like, if they ask you to solve, right, no need to reject. No need to reject. But if they ask you to find the speed, in the next question, for example, they ask you, hey, please state the speed, or please state the time. That's where you start rejecting. Understand? Okay? So, if you need to put to 3SF, you do that. And you do that here. Okay, they may ask you to find the time and all. So you choose the right X, okay, and you choose the right X, and then you pump it back into your time here or here. Either or lah. Let's say they ask you to find the time from B to C. Okay, no problem. Then you just take this, take the 90.685 and pump it into the time for BC here. Okay, pump it there, and then you find the time to the nearest hour or something. Okay, so it depends on the question. Okay, friends, now I have come to the end of the teachings. Yesterday we did almost 3 hours. Today, I'm going to summarize for you guys what can come out in your exams later this afternoon. Okay, so please listen in. Okay, acceleration is just the gradient of a speed time graph. Okay, alright, so please listen in because I'm going to give you all the tips and the concepts for all of these items. Okay, I'm going to run through with you all, so please listen, take down some notes if you need to, and then let us finish this live in a very, very positive and beneficial manner, okay? Thank you so much. Okay, so now we start with solving linear equations. Now, linear equation, as the name suggests, there will only be one solution. Okay? Always only one solution. Alright? So, one of the examples that we went through is this. For linear equations, right, you may see fractions like this, and they ask you to solve. Alright? Battery low already, my gosh. Okay, I need to speed up a bit. Okay, nice. Guys, again, they ask you to solve, meaning push this into one fraction first. Okay, make denominator the same. So make it to 6 here first. Combine into one fraction, but be careful when you combine. Be very careful about the negative signs because the negative signs will go in, become positive here. Okay, become positive. Be very careful about that. Okay, always check. Now this 6 cross multiply over, and then from here it becomes simple because you just bring all the x to one side, numbers to the other side, you solve. Okay, that's linear equations. Now, quadratic equations, take note. Okay, quadratic means you have like something like x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. Example. Okay, you will land yourself here. Okay, just like yesterday, you know, when we made the denominator the same, right? Remember, we did it for this question. We factorize first. Okay, this one we factorize. And then we made denominator the same. Okay, this guy is lacking the 2x plus 1, right? So we times 2x plus 1 here, 2x plus 1 here. That's what we did. Remember yesterday? And then we had the same denominator. We can combine already. Combine the fraction into 1. That's what we did here. Okay? And then we take the negative 3. We pot it inside. Okay, we pump the negative 3 inside, guys. Alright? Pump it inside. Pump. Okay? And then from there, we cross multiply the denominator to 1. Okay? The denominator pump. We pump it to 1. And then from there, we expand. We brought everything to one side. And we came to this quadratic expression. This is called a quadratic equation. And you can solve this by doing factorization first. Doesn't work, use your quadratic formula. Okay, this one high chance will not come out, but just take note because you already tested in paper 1, right? CTS, by solving, they will ask you to do CTS. Solve these by completing the square. And that's CTS. Okay? Graph drawing, they may even ask you to draw a graph. And from your graph drawing, you have x-intercepts here. This will be the solutions. -1 and maybe 5. X equals -1, x equals to 5. Okay, CTS is completing the square. Okay, calculator is a very nice way to check. Put in your equation there in the calculator, check your solutions. Alright, so these 5 methods are available to solve a quadratic equation. Okay, so please take note of these 5 methods for any quadratic examples. Next, linear inequalities. Okay, yesterday we went through some. Okay, CTS, I doubt it'll be tested because paper 1 already came out, right? Guys. But still, you know, just revise a little bit, okay? Now, linear inequalities. Okay, we talk about that right now. Okay, linear inequalities for this kind of case here, you need to do it separately, okay guys? I hope you all remember this. Hang on, let me just on the AC. Oh, super hot. Okay, so linear inequalities, do it on 2 sides like this. So you split the inequality up and you put an n here. Okay, then you solve on each side. Solve for x, solve for x. Once you solve, there will be 2x inequalities, which you can draw a number line to help you. Okay, x is more than 2 will be over here. X is more than -9 will be over here. Your overlap will be your answer. Okay, overlap will be your answer. Alright. So, for the benefit of some of you who are not so sure of linear inequalities, let me just do it with you guys, okay? So, -2x plus 9. Okay, I'll give you one example. I'll write down at the top here, okay? Okay, let's say example, this is an example. Okay, you have -2x plus 1 over 3 is more than or equals to 3x. Example. Okay, so let's say you're trying to solve this part of the inequality. Okay, how do you do that? The 3 goes over. 3 goes over first. -2x plus 1 more than or equals to 9x. Okay, so take note of this. And now you bring all the x to one side. Bring all the numbers to another side. So -2x minus 9x more than or equals to -1. Okay, so again, all I'm doing is to treat this like an equal sign first. Guys, again, take note. Treat this like an equal sign first. Alright, so you kick the 9x over, then you're gonna get this. Okay, -11x more than or equals to -1. Understand or not, guys? You see, I'm not even flipping this right now. Okay, now, at this juncture, when all the x is on one side, number on the other side, right? At this juncture, you need to make sure that x is positive. Okay, at this point. How do I make sure that x is positive? How do I make sure you have 11x? Okay, you got to change the sign. But when you change sign here, you must change sign the other side also. Okay, so whenever you change the sign once on each side, okay, again, whenever you change the sign once on each side, you will then flip the inequality. Flip this. Okay, so now you can tell me that x is less than or equals to 1 over 11. I hope you all are clear on this. So when you shift, you don't need to worry. Guys, when you shift the x over here, no need to change the inequalities. Okay, only when you want to change the sign at the end here. At the last few steps, you change the sign, right? Negative 11 to positive 11, negative 1, positive 1. When you change sign here, this one also must change sign. Then you flip the inequality. Then only you flip. Okay? So I hope this is clear. Best if you guys can write this down. Okay, buy on credit means you are taking a loan. Okay? Okay, friends, so inequalities is there. Now take note, you can also be tested on such questions where they ask you for least value, greatest value, and all these things. Okay? Alright, so inequalities will be there. Okay, linear equation, quadratic equation, all these may come out. Solving, solving means you must find the value. Alright, linear inequalities. Now, map scale. Please take note, a map scale is always in cm. cm to cm. They may couple this, I have a feeling, just a hunch of mine. They may couple this with construction. How many of you have seen like some questions like this? They couple the map scale with construction. Because you have a scale drawing, you can draw a perpendicular bisector, angle bisector, and all these things. Now just remember, a scale is always in cm. So 1 cm is to n cm always. Okay, so take note of that. Alright, and also note that from your length scale, you can be asked to convert to area scale. Please take a look at your notes if you are not so sure about this. Okay, you got to square on both sides. Alright, if you want to convert to from a map scale to an area scale, you got to square both sides. And make sure your units are also being squared. Alright, and work with the right unit. Sometimes they will give you the actual. The actual they will give you in meters. Then you try and convert your map scale to meters here, so that it's easy for you. Okay, now and then polygons, as I've shared with you all the formulas earlier, circle properties also. Sectors and segments already shared with you guys. Okay, Ken, I'll give you an example for map scale, never mind. I'll help you all out, okay? Now, let's say on map A, 5 cm represents 2 kilometers. Okay, meaning, right, guys, meaning 5 cm is to 2 km. First step. Okay, take note. Alright, and since you know map scale is, okay, find, let's say the question is find scale in 1:n, like this. Okay, let's say this is the first question. Okay, an example. So what you do is you make sure that you convert the units to cm to cm. Okay, so this will be 2000 meters. Do it slowly. And then 5 cm is to 200,000 cm. Divide by 5 on both sides. 200,000 divided by 5, 40,000 cm. Therefore, map scale is 1:40,000. Okay, take note of this, guys. Now, they may even ask you to convert to area. Okay, they may even ask you to convert to area. Now, let's say, for example, okay, next question, okay, part A, part B. A lake has an area of 1.5 km square. Okay, example, okay? A lake has an area of 1.5 km square. Find the area on the map in cm square. Okay, so now you are given the actual area of this lake, 1.5 km square, and you want to find the area on the map in cm square. So what you do? Okay, what do? Please do not use this. Do not use this. Do not use this. Please use this instead. You know why? Use this. Why? Because the actual area is given in km square. Doesn't make sense to use a meter or a cm scale. You understand not? So you use the scale. Guys, you use the scale that is given in actual units here. Don't bother using this, even though this is the actual proper presentation of map scale. Yes, I understand. This is a proper presentation of map scale. I know that. But when they give you km square, please use a km one. Same thing for the actual length. Exactly the same thing. When I give you the actual length in meters, please use this scale here. Okay? Guys, I need you to give me some time. Okay, I need to take my charger. Okay? Give me 2 minutes. This is dying already, this iPad. Okay, wait. Okay, so again, thanks for waiting, guys. Okay, again, let me repeat, refresh again. Okay, now when I give you the actual area in km square, please use a km scale. When I give you the actual length, for example, in meters, please use the meter scale. Okay, now if for example, this question for part B, right? A lake has an area of 1.5 km square, actual area obviously. Find the area on the map in cm square. So I'm going to focus my efforts on this scale here because this is already in km. Okay, so 5 cm is to 2 km. Now 1 cm is to what? Okay, 2 divided by 5, 0.4 km. Divided by 5, okay? Now, you are working for part B with an area problem. Okay, so if you are working for an area problem, you please square both sides so that you work with an area scale. So you square both sides in this case. So you will be getting 1 square, that will be 1 cm square also. 0.4 square, let's see, which is 0.16 km square. And then from here, right, I need to jump to 1.5 km square. Jump to 1.5 km square. And how do I do that? Okay, I will take 1.5 divide by 0.16. Okay, 1.5 divided by 0.16, you're gonna get 9.375. Okay, so your area on the map will be 9.375 cm square. Final answer for this map scale question, a very quick example that we came up with. Okay, guys, are you okay so far with this? Alright, so this is a map scale. Take note of your maps. What if they give 2 maps? Okay, guys, listen up. If they give you 2 maps, right? Okay, if they give you 2 maps, listen up to this, then it is important to note this. Okay, you may want to try some examples based on the advice I have for you here. Let's say I give you 2 maps, map A, map B. In between the 2 maps, right, the actual distance or the actual area will never change. Please take note of this. Okay? Keynote, in between 2 maps, actual distance or length remain same. Okay, remember this, huh? You can use that same actual distance for the two maps. Okay, actual area remain same. Please remember these things. Okay, so this is pretty important. If they are comparing, like let's say they are using Google Maps and Waze map, two different maps. Okay, in between these two maps, whatever your distance is between Punggol and Tampines, between Jurong West and Boon Lay, or basically, let's say you go to Lakeside, there's a lake there, the area of the lake will never change. The actual distance will never change, whether you use Waze or Google Maps. Okay, now, so that's map scales for you. Alright, very quick intro, very quick information there. Okay, so polygons, I already went through. Circle properties, sector, segment, DST. Now, guys, remember this, DST graphs may come out as well. So if they ask for scale on map A and change to map B, then you use the actual length. Okay, you will be given an actual length if that's the case. Okay, use the actual length for both the maps, for map A and map B. Okay, I encourage you, if you're not sure about this, go and select a question and go and try that. Okay, friends, let's go through this. DST graphs. Distance, speed, time graph. Okay, now let's say for example, you are given a speed time graph. Okay, and then I draw for you guys something like this. Okay, so just take note, over here the gradient is the same throughout because the slope is the same. Slope is the same means gradient is the same lah. Okay, slope is the same, gradient is the same. There's no gradient here. The object is still moving, but it moves at a constant speed. Now, when I'm giving you a speed versus time graph, number one, the area under graph, AUG. Okay, take note, AUG, area on the graph, is equal to the distance traveled. Okay, at least this part you all should know. Second, the gradient at any point will be equals to the acceleration. Okay, so please take note of this. These two things only, very important stuff here. Alright, and it's good to know that the deceleration is equals to negative acceleration. Retardation. Guys, don't take it personally, please. Don't take this personally, please. I'm not calling you this, is just a word in mathematics. Okay, it's called retardation. Is negative acceleration also. These two things are equal to each other. Okay? Exactly equal. Deceleration is exactly equal to retardation. Okay, take note of that. Okay, and again, acceleration can be found from here, from your gradient of the speed versus time graph. Take note of what type of graph you are given. So in this case, if I'm giving you speed versus time, then area on the graph will get your distance. Gradient will get your acceleration. Okay? Now, let's say for example, alright, I give you instead a distance versus time graph. Take note, if I'm giving you this, distance and time, then the only thing you need to consider is this, that the gradient is equals to what? Who can tell me? Who knows this? Guys, who knows this? Speed, Shaki. Fantastic. Okay, now remember this. Gradient is rise over run. Okay, remember, rise over run. Rise over run. Now, what is a rise? This is distance. What is the run? This is time, right? This is time. So distance over time, that is speed lah. That's how you can remember your stuff as well. Look at the units that you're playing with, that you're working with. Okay, the units really matters a lot. Okay, same thing here. The gradient is acceleration. Why? Because gradient is rise over run. Rise is speed, run is time. Speed divided by time, meters per second divided by another second, that is meters per second square, and that is acceleration. Look at your units. Okay, to remember your stuff. So these two graphs, very important. You may also be asked to sketch an acceleration versus time graph, and for that, you need to investigate the gradient of your speed time graph. Okay, you can screenshot this very quickly. This is a very fast discussion that I am having for you guys. Thank you very much, man. Danesh, let's go. Che, you are our holy grail. As long as not holy grail, okay lah. I don't mind. Thank you so much for your attendance as well. Okay, friends, wait. Let's go through this again. So DST done, huh? Now hire purchase. Okay, this may come out as well. What's hire purchase all about? Now I'm gonna give you very quick information here. Hire purchase, okay, is basically someone going to buy an item, okay, under hire purchase, meaning that person will buy this item. Let me see the 15%. Okay, I need to charge this phone instead. Let's see. Gosh. Okay guys, I need to speed up a little bit. Okay, those on IG, my phone here is dying off, so if you can join the TikTok group, that will be great, in case it just conks off. Okay, appreciate that a lot. Okay, if you can do that. Okay, again, hire purchase. Now, I give you an example. Try and understand this scenario, okay? Let's say I'm trying to buy a car. Okay, in Singapore, cars are very expensive. Almost the cost of a house sometimes. Okay, like a Lamborghini is like 400,000, 500,000. $500,000, man. Okay, now let's say you want to buy a Lamborghini at $500,000. However, you don't have enough money. So you tell the dealer, can I buy it on hire purchase? Meaning, the dealer will tell you, okay, you don't have to pay me the 500,000. Okay, no need. Instead, you pay me a 20% down payment. Okay? So let's calculate, okay? 20% down payment, 500,000. 20% down payment will be 100,000, $100,000. Now the other 400,000, right? Okay, ask you a question. This is deposit, deposit or down payment. All this means the same thing. Okay, again, down payment. Okay. So you will down payment, deposit 100,000. The balance 400,000, right? Okay, ask you a question. Logically, right? Do you think the dealer, right, will just let you pay 400,000 only for the next 10 years? Or do you think it will come with some kind of extra amount, some kind of interest? Charge you because you don't want to pay now, right? You want to pay in 10 years. I'm going to give you 400,000 as a loan. Understand? This is as a loan. Meaning, this will be, again, going back to your interest topic. This 400,000, right, will be your principal of a loan. Understand? So now you will use this 400,000 and put it into your simple interest formula. Okay, for hire purchase, usually it's simple interest, unless they change to compound interest. I doubt so. They may give you a simple interest later. So please take note, how do you use this into the simple interest formula? Okay, so guys, go ahead, go and read some questions on hire purchase. how do you put this into a loan and then calculate extra amount and all this good stuff? What is simple interest formula? P or I is equals to PRT over 100. Whereby P is your principal. In this case, it will be 400,000. The rate will be whatever rate they have given you, and the time frame also will be there also somewhere. Some information will be there. Okay, so please take note of this. If they never say simple compound interest and there is no information at all, take it as a simple interest. Proportion question, I doubt so. Okay, now, you will also be given income tax rates questions. Okay, this may come out. Okay, remember, sometimes your teachers in the school, they will give you like a table of income tax rates. If you're earning this income, this will be your tax. If you're earning that income, this will be your tax. Okay, guys, so please take a look at this. Alright, take a look at this income tax rate questions. Okay, now next, volume and surface area of regular irregular shapes. Yes, you do that, Chloe. Okay, please do that. Okay, your rate must always follow how your interest is being done. Guys, listen up. If your interest is being done monthly, you must use a monthly rate. Make sense? If your interest is being done yearly, use a yearly rate. If your interest is being done quarterly, use a quarterly rate. Okay, and the number of times will also be quarters. Follow the way you are doing your interest. Okay, if it's monthly, use a monthly rate. Yearly, yearly rate. Alright, I hope you all are clear on this. Okay, friends, so again, income tax rates will be there. Volume and surface area of regular, irregular object. Now, for regular objects, take note. Okay, your cross section is the same. Okay. Time, 1 year will be 12 months. 4 quarters, for example. Okay, so again, this is very important, guys. Regular, irregular shapes. Okay, let me just go through with you all very quickly. Okay, shapes. Okay, you can screenshot this if you want. Regular shapes, irregular shapes. Okay, now for irregular shapes, you guys need to know cone. You guys need to know pyramid. And you guys need to know sphere. Okay, and frustum as well. Frustum, part of it came out, I think, in paper 1. You all remember there was like a frustum question in paper 1, guys? Remember? Okay, now the cone, let me just draw for you guys, is in this way here. This is a cone. Pyramid is as such. And a sphere is basically a ball, as such. Okay, and then the frustum is basically a cone that has been cut out, or a pyramid that has been cut out. Okay? Okay, this is the frustum. My friends, the top part cannot chop off already. Okay? Frustum is not a cylinder. Okay, it has to do with the cone or pyramid. Cut off the top, cut off the top. Now, for the cone and pyramid, take note, the volume is 1/3 times base area times height. Okay, please take note of that. For volume of sphere, this is given 4/3 pi r cubed. Please take note, the surface area is also there. Alright, surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square, also given in the formula list. Now, if you have a frustum, you are supposed to find the volume. Okay, just remember, it's always the volume of the big cone minus away the small cone. Volume of the big pyramid minus the small pyramid. Okay, then you are given the volumes. Now, for regular shapes, you have a lot. Okay, you have cylinder. You have triangular prism. Okay, you have a trapezoidal prism also. Trapezoidal prism. Guys, take note of this. Okay, all these can be tested. You can even be tested on cuboids, cubes, Okay, or even weird shapes like this. Take note of this. Okay, now friends, listen up to this. Okay, all of these shapes are regular. All. Why? Because they have the same cross section throughout the length, throughout the height. Please take note of this, guys. Okay, so Toblerone all coming out. Okay, this is a cross section, this is a cross section, this is a cross section, this is a cross section here, this one is a cross section here. Okay, I've highlighted the cross section. Now, why is this important? Because the volume of any regular shape will always be the cross-sectional area times the height, or cross-sectional area times the length also can. Okay, so if I give you a cylinder, the volume will be pi r square times h. Understand? If I give you the Toblerone, it will be the area of the triangle times this length, the volume. If I give you trapezoidal prism, it will be the area of the trapezium times the length over here. If I give you cuboid, it will be just length times breadth, which is the base, times the height. Same thing for cube, length times breadth times height. Now, this shape here, I'm going to zoom in here. How do I find the cross-sectional area? Basically, you got to cut this up into a rectangle and a trapezium. Understand, guys? I hope you all are clear. So again, if you have a rectangle and a trapezium, that will give you the CSA, cross-sectional area. So you will take that cross-sectional area and you will times, let's say this is 10 meters, you will times 10, you can get the volume already. Finish. Okay, this is all regular shapes. Now guys, I'm going to give you all some time. Okay, you can go and screenshot this. No worries, Ministry of Epok Sardin. Thank you very much for this. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah. Okay, screenshot, because this is pretty important. You may be asked about such shapes. Okay, now we go back. Go back. Okay. Now, so we went through volume and surface area of regular, irregular objects. Okay, that's done. Quadratic formula, as I've shared, if you're trying to reduce to a certain formula, always take big minus small. Always. Okay, so go back to the question that we did just now. Okay, so again, whenever you come across such question, form an equation and show that it reduces to this. Okay, bit lagi ah. Wait. Yeah, congruency proof. Yes, I'll teach you. Okay, form an equation, show that it reduces to this. Always take big minus small and that will be the difference. Okay, and if you are unable to show for whatever reason, guys, if you are unable to show for whatever reason, then please at least solve this question. Understand or not? Did your teacher tell you all this? Like, hey, if you cannot show, just solve. How many of your teachers told you all that? Give me a double tap. Ah, okay, can. So you cannot show, just but of course, if you're going for A2, A1, all these, guys, please show. Please show. You're going to get the marks. It's not that difficult. It's really not that difficult, okay? Solve as in find the value of x. Okay, that's the meaning of solve. Okay. We need to move on to the next thing on the list. Okay. Oh, done. Congruency proof. Okay. Let me write for you all. Okay, hang on. So congruency proofs. Alright. Solve can use formula. Yes. Use quadratic formula. Correct. For such questions. Congruent means your triangles are exactly same. Exactly the same like twins. Okay? Exact match. Mirror image. Okay, go and look at yourself in the mirror. That's your congruent object there. Again, if you want to practice congruency, look yourself in the mirror. That's your congruency test there. Okay, AA test is for similar figures. Okay, not for congruency. Alright, now let me go through with you all right now. Number 1. S, S, S. Triple S. Meaning all the sides are the same. Okay? So I give you an example. Let's say you are able to show that all these sides are the same. This side, same as this side. This side, same as this side. And this side, same as this side. All the 3 sides are the same by SSS. This triangle congruent to the other one. Okay, second. SAS. Okay friends, SAS. Those on IG, I need to make a request. My battery here is dying and I don't have the charger with me now. Not sure where is it. Okay, I cannot find it. So please join us on TikTok, MasterMaths today. If you want to continue watching. My battery here is only 4%, guys. Only 4%, so please continue on the TikTok channel, okay? Thank you so much. Okay, guys. Congruency proof, SAS. What is SAS? Side, angle, side, my friends. Okay, so meaning you will be able to see 2 triangles again. Okay, let's say you show that one of the sides here is the same as this. One of the angles here is the same. And another side here is the same. Can you see that in this case, right? In this case, the angle that you show is sandwiched by 2 sides. Can you see the sandwich happening? Okay, can you see the sandwich happening, guys? Sandwich. SAS. Alright, you are able to show these things. That means your 2 triangles are congruent. Next, my friends. Number 3. Muna. Tin. San. 3. 3. AAS. What is AAS? Angle, angle, side. Okay, let's say you have this again. Sound like this. Okay, and then you prove that 70 degrees is there. Over here also 70 degrees. Then you prove this is 80. This one also 80. Then let's say this is 12 cm. 12 cm. Can you see that this is angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side. Okay, angle, angle, you bypass one length. And how to know this proof is that, friends, opposite of this angle, one of the sides you must prove to be the same. Opposite angle, one of the sides prove to be the same. And in between the angle must be same also. Then you can show AAS. Understand? Now, please, my friends. What is this? Okay, don't worry, I'll show you all similar figures also later, okay? Very quick one. Now guys, please don't hantam and show the Ang Mo Lang thousands of miles away this formula. Guys, oh my gosh, I've seen this before. You know, I teach classes at MasterMaths and one of the students even gave me this proof. Dang, dang. Guys, it's one thing not to know your congruency proof. It's another thing to go and write this. Please, please, please. Ow, ow, ow. Oh my gosh. Okay, next. Number 4. RHS. Now, RHS is pretty simple for right angles, okay? Right angle triangles. Okay, so let's say you able to show that this is a right angle. Okay, right angle. You are able to show the hypotenuse length is the same. Okay, and you are able to show either one of the sides, guys. Either one of the sides same. Then you can use RHS already. RHS. Okay, this is the 4th congruency proof. Okay, you can go and do a screenshot now if you want. No problem. Screenshot this. Okay, take note of these things. And then you can go and use it for your practice later. Okay. So guys, this is congruency proof. Now, I'm going to jump very quickly to similarity proofs, okay? So similarity proof, let's go through similarity proofs. Now, similarity, right, is basically same shape. Same shape, everything is the same. Even the angles are the same. But you have different sizes. Okay, example, small triangle, big triangle. Okay? Take note of this. Now, the first way you can prove is by AA test. AA test means, right, let's say you have a small triangle here, another bigger one here, okay? And you are able to tell the examiner that this angle is the same. And this angle is the same. Alright? Then use your AA test by angles. Okay, it depends what you have, right? If you have the angles, you use AA test. Okay, so again, if you show that this angle is same as angle, this one same as one, by AA test, these two triangles are similar. Okay, number 2, ratio of sides. Let's say instead you are given length. Okay, you are given some length. Okay, 5 and 10. Okay, 7, 14. Alright, and then maybe 6 and 12. Can you see that the ratio is the same? Since ABC, since AB over PQ is equals to 5 over 10 and AC over, which is half, okay, AC over PR, 7 over 14, okay, and BC over QR, 6 over 12, which is half, since the ratio of sides, okay, corresponding sides are equal, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Full stop. Go for it, man. Draw not tick. Let's go. Okay, friends, are you all okay? So again, take note. And another thing I want to mention is this, okay? Okay. I erase this, huh? Okay, another one more thing. Okay, I let you all screenshot first, then I'm going to erase and explain to you all something, okay? I'm going to screenshot this first. Of course, possible. Go for it. Possible, A1 possible, okay? Okay, those on IG, again, I repeat once more. Please join us on TikTok because my battery here, my phone is dying and there's no charger now. The charger is actually in the office, which is like a few kilometers away. So, hope you all can join us on TikTok if you are joining in, okay? Thank you. Okay, congruency proof is here. Okay, now let's say I give you two triangles. Triangle XYZ is similar to triangle PQR. Okay, now from here, right? From here, just from the naming, without them telling you or drawing for you, you will be able to tell me that XYZ angle is equals to angle PQR. I hope you all know this. Okay? XYZ equals to PQR. Look at how they are naming. Now, next one. Let's say you have angle XZY. XZY will be equals to angle PRQ. Understand this? Again, look at the naming, guys. Naming is very, very important. Next one, angle ZXY. ZXY is equals to RPQ. RPQ. So the naming is very important. And since it's similar, Okay, since it's similar, you will have corresponding sides as well. Meaning, xy over pq will be equals to, xy over pq will be equals to xz over qpr. Okay, TikTok folks, you can stay here. Those on IG, if you're still wanting to join, please join us on TikTok. My battery here is dying already on the IG. So please, what is that? Join us for TikTok if you're preparing for O-Level E.Maths paper 2 later this afternoon. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, and this is also gonna be equals to YZ and QR. Okay, for congruency, they will be the same for angles and same for length also. Take note. Okay, same for angles, same for length. Okay, now friends, that's it for the similar figures items. Okay, remember you also be tested on graph drawing, how to draw graphs. Okay, your tangent line, how do you draw your tangent lines, how do you find the gradient of tangent lines. Construction, you'll be tested on perpendicular bisector and also angle bisector. Remember last night I was talking to you guys, what is the difference between angle bisector and perpendicular bisector? Please take note of that. Okay, vectors with coordinates we just went through at the start of the live today. Application in real world context. Now this one here is a lot of marks. Usually the first few marks are easy. Friends, the first few marks are easy. Get hold of the marks. Okay, and if you are stuck in the last like 6 marks question, at least get half the marks, guys. Okay, write your steps, try and relate it to the information in the question. Application in real context, all the information is inside the question. Okay, so you don't have to panic. Now friends, I will have to call it an end today. Okay, for the live. I really hope that you guys have benefited yesterday, last night, and also today, where we discussed the potential paper 2 questions for your E-Math paper. Okay, now friends, I'm gonna answer some general questions that you have for 5 minutes. Vectors, okay, I will show you all. Those who are late, I will show you guys the concepts that we covered. Here you go, you can screenshot this. Okay, income tax is about the tables. Okay, this income, that is the tax. Okay, we already spoke about it a little bit. Okay, friends, now I have some tips for your exams, okay? Listen up, guys. This is the tips, when you're doing your math paper, okay, later, please listen to this, This is very important advice. Look only at your own table. Look only at your own paper, my friends. Do not be looking anywhere else. Okay? Don't look at your friend, your teacher. No need. Only at your paper. If you need to look up, it's only for time management. That's all. Okay? If you start looking at your friends and all, you'll be super distracted. Okay? Super distracted. Focus only at your paper and do it fast. Try not to overthink here. Okay? If you do not know how to write your answers, write your best step and move on. Friends, never ever leave blanks. This is very, very important. Because once you start leaving blanks, confirm you get 0 marks kosong. Confirm. Okay, so don't ever let that happen. When you get 0 marks, the examiner will straight away see, alamak, this fella not interested already, man. Not interested in his math. Never ever leave the blanks. Try the questions, write your steps, move on. Okay, don't overthink here, and always think about this, okay guys, when the examiner sets the papers, they cannot set it to be too difficult. It has to be manageable, trust me on this. Out of 10, maybe 1 or 2 tough questions. Majority of it will be standard. Trust me on this. Majority of it will be okay? So the MOE, they also want you to progress to poly, to JC and all. Okay, and whenever you do something, always tell yourself, hey, I've done this before. I've done it. What's the concept here? Apply the same concept. Apply the same concept, move on. Apply the same concept, move on. Okay guys, now I've come to the end of the paper 2 focus concepts teachings. Okay, if you have any doubts, I encourage you all to take a look at your TYS right now. Take a look right now at your TYS. And my friends, I just want to wish you all the best. Thank you very much for joining me for the past 4-5 hours. Okay, I really hope that this has given you fantastic information for your E.Maths. And guys, all the best. Look at your TYS, look at your prelim papers. Try your best, believe in yourself, and you can do this. You got this, guys. You got this, okay? Take care and bye-bye. Twist. Nandri. 谢谢你. Terima kasih semua. Thank you very much. Shukriya. Bye-bye. Twist. Bismillah. Yes, Inshira, go ahead with that always. Okay, you can do this. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. Guys, don't forget to follow us at MasterMaths today. Don't forget to tap the follow button, guys. Thank you so much for the follow. Take care. Bye-bye. Twist. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Whoa. Those are online. I want to see this one. Bye-bye. Take care. Yes, Alicia, anything? Yeah lah. Never mind, it's okay. No worries. Okay, can still learn online. Okay, I'll catch up with you again, Alicia, after your exams. Okay, bye-bye. Take care. Okay, we will upload this soon. Don't worry, okay? The video and all these things. Or basically the video only lah.